Thank you, Ed. You know, surrounded by all of this excitement this afternoon, I'm reminded of the pivotal role that OSU played in the narrative of my life. As a young engaged couple, Al and I spent countless hours talking about our hopes and dreams, what we wanted our lives to be and what our family to be about. And one core principle we both found really important was giving back to the communities in which we lived and worked, the communities that really made a difference and enriched our lives. And over the course of the 52 years of our marriage, we acted on that principle. Then just 7 short years ago, a most incredible event occurred, the public launch of our first capital campaign. And here we are today. Everywhere you turn, there is something exciting going on at OSU. Our school has undergone an amazing transformation, and in working on this historic campaign, so have I. As a donor, I began my campaign experience as a bricks and mortar person. After all, people come and go, but buildings are solid, sturdy, always there. Then one day, I recalled something my high school chemistry teacher shared, that the most stable base on which to build a platform is a tripod. And it struck me, facilities are just one leg of that tripod or that platform. Faculty, staff, and leadership form the second leg, and the students are the third leg on that strong OSU tripod. Now, I've come to view facilities as the physical expression of the university's overarching vision. Linus Pauling Science Center, Kelly Engineering Center, the Hallie Ford Center for Healthy Children and Families, all are examples of facilities that positively influence that transformative experience of our students here. And the new Austin Hall. If you have an opportunity to talk with Dean Kleinsorge about that beautiful facility, she will cap her comments with, on time and under budget. You see, fiscal responsibility, the ROI for each one of our donors, also reflects that totality of our vision. And while facilities are the most visible result of the campaign for OSU, new buildings are only part of that overall transformation. Because something powerful happens when the philanthropic community and the academic community come together. And when I reflect on the remarkable accomplishments at Oregon State, I first think of the other two legs of the tripod, the faculty and the students who make great things happen. Let me give you an example. We all know someone, a family member, a friend who's been touched by cancer. OSU researchers from pharmacy, material science, electrical engineering are currently collaborating with a nanotech company in Arkansas to develop a totally new method for treating ovarian cancer. And that research is showing great promise. How? Magnetic iron is bonded to the chemotherapy drugs, then heated inside the cancer cells with a magnet to help the chemo become much more effective. The process has the potential to reduce both the time required and the amount of drug required. Many of you know I'm a 12-year cancer thriver, so this kind of research really excites me. And I can't help but think that what invigorates these researchers is the support they receive from you, the philanthropic community. Now, as every proud Oregonian knows, our state is a natural lab, blessed with an embarrassment of geographic diversity. Mountains, deserts, prairie land, rainforest, and of course the mighty Pacific coast. And our Marine Studies program in Newport is another example of collaboration. You know, the ocean is key to life, influencing weather, energy, the provision of oxygen, commerce, and OSU is conducting research in these areas and other critical areas. But perhaps the most interesting of all, the program is part of a university-wide marine initiative whereby students virtually from any discipline can immerse themselves in marine studies. Not just those focused on fisheries or oceanography, but students from philosophy, policy development, creative writing, you name it. The results of such a collaboration of ideas is as unique as it is exciting. You see, what happens here has a ripple effect. As a land-grant university, we're charged with educating the people of Oregon and contributing to the state's economy. But our impact goes far beyond Oregon's borders. As President Ray often says, and you heard today, OSU is an outstanding international research community. We live in a global society, and the work done to solve problems critical at home multiplies tenfold across the world. Our students are the next generation to tackle these issues, and it's exciting to think how many of our graduates will spend years of their careers, years of their lives in careers that don't yet exist, using technology yet to be developed to solve problems yet to be identified, and they are rising to the occasion. I recently visited one of the greenhouses where barley research is being conducted in collaboration with scientists in Scotland and Spain. The goal is to develop a hardier grain of barley. The energy and passion shown by these students was palpable. We know the world's population is growing, expected to reach 9 billion over the next couple of decades, and that population will need to be fed. And that's just the beginning. They will need clean water, ways to earn a living, and the needs go on and on. Now, I've had the distinct pleasure and privilege of working with Medical Teams International in Guatemala, in the United Nations refugee camp of Nakavali in Uganda, in Cambodia, and in Myanmar. And to me, it couldn't be more clear. The needs of the world must be addressed by our research and our students. You know, a few weeks ago, I heard a very thoughtful suggestion from a nationally recognized journalist, Jeff Salingo. He wondered if we were asking our young folks the right question regarding their futures. Instead of, what do you want to study in college? He suggested, which of the world's problems would you like to take a crack at? It changes the entire dialogue, doesn't it? And the same can be asked of our university as a whole. Now, when the forestry leadership was challenged with this question, they responded immediately by taking on the world's growing need for housing, for urban housing. Our College of Forestry is leading a national effort to develop sustainable, engineered wood for the construction of multi-storied buildings. Not only is wood an environmentally friendly material, it promises to revitalize Oregon's forest sector. So as we look to the future, there's no doubt we'll continue to ask that question. Which of the world's problems is Oregon State addressing? And the answer will be most powerful, multifaceted, and filled with the promise for our people, our country, and the planet. I thank you.